Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Franchise Fanatics Podcast. Today we have Kay and Joseph Barker, who are the founder and CEOs of Musicologie. Welcome, guys.
Hi,
Hey,
thanks for having us,
yeah,
Ari.
great to be here.
Thanks for being on. I'm super excited to chat with both of you. So let's jump into it. And I have my Musicologie swag on.
I know,
Yes,
yeah.
Love it.
twinsies.
We're twinsies.
I feel very left out.
I know. Where's your stuff? So why don't we jump into you guys just kind of running through what musicology is all about? Just kind of share with everybody, what you envisioned and where you're at now.
Yeah, okay. So Joseph and I started the company in 2014. Prior to that, we were touring the country with our band. We toured the country and opened for some really cool acts like Heart, Sarah McLachlan, Walk the Moon. It was awesome. And when you're a musician and you're doing that kind of stuff, you also start to teach, like sort of in the part time. So I started teaching and just like fell in love with it. Teaching is my calling, it's my passion. And so when we sort of realized that I was all in, we decided to open up Musicologie. We saw a place, we envisioned a place of community, a place where where music could be the safe space for our students. And so we decided to give it a whirl, and it was awesome. It was great. We had one location for the first 6 years, and then we saw that we could partner with other people who are just as passionate about music. And so we started about 4 years ago, partnering with more than that, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah,
4 years ago, partnering with other musicians and other people who are passionate. And here we are now. We have 6 locations. We're working on 2 more. And
yeah, we just signed our
yeah.
first franchisee on for 2 units.
Congrats.
So they're going
Yeah.
to open up in August. We're opening up another corporate store in August as well. So it's going to be an
Yeah.
exciting year for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, simply delightful music lessons for all ages and abilities, fun focused, traditional private music lessons is what we do.
Great. So you guys are got some exciting stuff in the pipeline and opening some new locations. Well, talk to me about like how the location runs. Like how do you get the teachers? How do you assign the curriculum? All those different aspects that really kind of take a location from where they open their doors to, a full operating system where everybody's kind of just in sync.
Yeah, let's start
Yeah.
with like the basics. So firstly, it's between 1,200 and 2,400 square foot space. It
Yep.
doesn't have to be like prime real estate. We kind of slip in to places that are a little bit more off the beaten path because it's not, something that someone goes window shopping for, music
Right.
lessons. So we have like 6 small lesson rooms, a lobby, and a bigger sort of performance space and group classes space is our general footprint. Um,
Yeah, and so the staffing, so it's a membership model first of all. So everybody's primarily 30-minute weekly lessons, and they sign up for this monthly membership. So it's recurring revenue. It's really predictable, easy to forecast, which is amazing. As you're building the business up, that's super crucial and key. And then we have one full-time manager per location, and then each location has about 10 teachers, depending on the size and the demand. And those teachers are typically scheduled per lesson, and so you're not paying for a teacher unless they're teaching a student.
Okay. And what's the best way to get the teachers? I mean, are most of them working other jobs or are they teaching full time and kind of doing this on the side? Like, what does that look like?
I would say probably about, well, so first of all, teaching is an after school. Typically, our most popular times are like between 3 and 7 in
Okay.
the afternoon. So it's really hard to be full time as a private music teacher just because of the logistics of it. However, I would say a lot of our teachers, maybe half of them, are sort of working as much as they can.
Right.
So 4 or 5 days a week. And we also have junior toddler classes that can fill in some morning times. So, but it typically is sort of another gig for our teachers. So some of them
Right.
are working part-time and doing some more performance things in the evenings and weekends.
Yeah, so the typical teacher is doing that. They're performing and they're also, their consistent income is teaching. And it's really easy to find teachers because, there's a couple of ways to think about it. One, there are 25,000 teachers graduating with music degrees every year. And so they're out there and it's a really passionate group of people. And so they're excited to teach, to work, to use their skills at a cool business like Musicologie. And every musician teaches. And so as Kay mentioned, we've got a friend who he's a member of a platinum selling band, and he still teaches guitar lessons every summer when they're excuse me, when they're not touring. And so getting the teachers, we also have a super simple, robust recruitment management system. And we do the teacher qualifications. So Musicologie Corporate, we do that for the franchisees. So they're never auditioning a teacher, or they don't need to be musicians or understand how that works or what curriculum needs to be. So
That's a really important aspect. And I want, everybody to understand that like, you don't have to know how to play an instrument to own this concept. And that's something that, you guys really have kind of, dialed in. If you have to have a passion for music and you want to give back to your community, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Passion for it, passion for community, passion for families, passion for kids. Zero musical knowledge is required because we got that, like that's why you have us,
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, teachers, we'll vet them. We'll tell you what levels, what ages, abilities they can teach. All you need to do is interview them and make sure they're a good cultural fit and they seem like a good fit for your community,
Right.
your mythology. Yeah.
Yeah, that's super important. So, and, I think now so more than ever, I know, because, having kids in the school system, music programs in a lot of communities are being cut. And it's just, music is such an important aspect of people's lives. And, people are like, well, I don't know much about music, but everybody is connected to music in some way. And I think that, if you listen, everyone listens to music, and so it's like, I think people just don't realize that that's part of your everyday life.
Yeah. Preach,
Totally. Yeah.
Ari. Yeah. Totally. I mean, music makes us human. This is one of
what
our
my
big
hat says.
founding beliefs at
Exactly.
Musicologie. Like, we are all musicians. We
Yeah.
are all musical. Music surrounds us every day.
Yes.
And I mean, at Musicologie, our goal is to have adults stop telling kids that they're not musical. Everyone is musical. And
Exactly.
it just doesn't matter what you do with your music lessons. It doesn't matter if you become the next, like rock star up on stage, or whether you, play only for yourself in your bedroom. It is a full brain workout. It makes us better people. It makes us better thinkers. And it's just, I mean, and parents everywhere understand that. Like, parents know that this is a huge gift that you can give to your child, and a huge leg up that you can give to them and to their brains. And so it's not anything new we're selling here.
Exactly.
This is like, music is awesome and we all know it, So we just want to be the place where that community comes together and we all support each other, and we all and we make learning music just simply delightful, that's Musicologie's.
Yeah, and I think it's really important to know, you said it, Ari, music is getting cut in schools. Like, those private lessons aren't offered in schools for the most part. And so there's a huge opportunity here. That's the business opportunity, is to fill that gap. And there's no national leader in the private music lesson space. It's all mom and pops. It's just a really exciting time, and we're a really exciting concept and brand to offer to families who want that, who love music and want their kids to be involved, but there really aren't that many options for them.
And with that being said, like, not just kids, right? Adults too. So,
That's true.
there's a lot of opportunity. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Totally. Yep.
Yeah, we have a large a large group of our students, a large percentage is adult students as
Yeah.
well. And different programming that kind of speaks to those different age ranges. Although all of our marketing and our key demographic is that sort of like just entering elementary school age, because when you get to a child that is that age and you light their fire, like they stick with you. They are students for life, and so we really focus on, that's why we have our toddler music classes, kids 6 months to 5 years, just getting them immersed and helping them feel like the awesome musicians that they are. And then we start kids in private lessons at age 5. And we do that because we have really great training that teaches our teachers how to speak to that age range. And so, yeah,
Yeah. I love it.
all ages.
I love it. So let's talk a little bit about marketing, because you mentioned that, it's a membership-based program. So how do you get those customers or clients in the door to sign up for that? And then what does that look like when they do sign up? What's their commitment?
Okay, cool. Yeah, marketing. It's a big area. So
Big question.
Yeah, but let me try to sum it up for you. Okay, so we have like Musicologie provides 5 key areas of support for our franchise partners. So it starts with a whole day of marketing training before opening, and just getting us all on the same foot about, what are our tactics, what are our goals for marketing. And for our brand in particular, it's a lot of guerrilla, a lot of boots on the ground kind of stuff, paired with really solid SEO and digital ad kind of marketing things. So we start with really robust training right from the get-go. And then we move on to when we're like, yes, okay, awesome. Then we start up our 270-day grand opening marketing plan. So we have a plan that's 9 months, that's daily to-do tasks for marketing, that gets you for the 6 months to open, and then the 3 months after that, aiming to get you at break-even student enrollment by grand opening day, and then continue that momentum forward from there. So really, really specific itemized to-do list there that gets us all up and running.
Right.
Okay, so then we got, like I mentioned, digital ads and SEO. We do all of that. Musicologie does all of that, and it's all based on what's already worked really well for our 6 studios. So you just set the budget, and we do the rest. Our SEO, our website is all set up for you, and it's just like beautiful, streamlined Musicologie, your location Musicologie website that automatically, we work really hard to make sure that's at the top line on Google, so that you're the first thing that parents and prospective students see. Number 4 is we have a marketing calendar that, after you're through your grand opening thing, then we have a daily task list marketing calendar that breaks up big tasks, marketing tasks, into just one daily little piece that you can do. So that's business to business relationships, that's social media. Yeah.
And I just want to interject, that's been it's a huge game changer for us. I mean, we're operating 6 studios now, and so we developed a lot of these tools so that we could just hand these to our managers who are working full time at each studio and say, just execute this plan and continue to drive the business forward, so that we can focus on other things. And so all of these tools are really in the hands of our managers, and we would expect a franchisee to do the same thing, especially, of course, a multi-unit franchisee, to be able to hand this stuff to their managers and execute the marketing plans.
And just say, do this.
Yeah, it's thorough, and it's really designed. It's like a click and play. Like you already know, you're already, it's already been launched and it's working in all your locations. So yeah, it's designed, and that's the best way, honestly, to kind of just make it seamless for the franchisee.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. We wanted everything to just be like really, really actionable. So it's not like, hey, do business to business today. It's okay, today you're going to do a drive-through your neighborhood. and you're going to look for businesses that you could partner with, that kind of thing. And then our final leg of our marketing support is all of our playbooks. So we just have, we call them playbooks. They're basically step-by-step, like how to do anything you're going to do in the life of a music school owner. So this is how to host an open mic event, or how to host a table event, or how do you do like a student practice challenge. So we have a whole bunch of these playbooks, and they're all in our proprietary software and searchable, available to you anytime, to reference and use to beef up your marketing game.
Great.
Yeah.
So what would you say to somebody that was like, a music concept is not something that's, can sustain through like, a pandemic, or, an economy, issues, or all the things that go on, in the world? Like what would be your answer to something like that? If anybody pushed back and just said, I just don't see this as something that could, thrive in that type of market.
Oh, Ari, au contraire.
You're like, I got an answer for that.
Yeah, well, there's two things. One is, during the 2008 crisis, there's lots of research into what parents actually did and actually spent money on that. And people cut back on things like groceries. They bought cheaper groceries so that they could continue sending their kids to their art classes, their music classes, their sports stuff. Parents, that's the last thing that committed parents will cut. And it's in the data, and it's also in our experience through COVID, through the last, it's been a wild several years, and we have grown throughout that whole time. We switched to online lessons at the beginning of COVID, and then switched back, and we actually grew. 2020 ended up being a great year for growth for us, just in terms of a unit economic level. So it's a great business that can thrive in all kinds of economic environments.
And this is not, like we said before, you have students who are committed and passionate about music, and about their teacher, and about their studio. So this is not seasonal. This is not cyclical. When you have a student who signs up and they get going, like, our student lifetime value is enormous. Our average student lifetime is 18 months. And so, thank you, Joseph. And so our students are sticking around with us, and they're not gonna, it's gonna be the last thing that they want to quit. So, and our membership model also makes that, sort of incentivizes our students to stay with us. It's not like they're re-signing up every quarter, every semester. It's an ongoing thing. And so I think just our business model sort of encourages our students to think about the long term.
That's good. Yeah, I can attest to that. I know during COVID, I was trying to sign my kid up for anything that I could virtually, just to keep her engaged and keep her mind. So, dance and art and things like that, just to, so absolutely 100%. So what final thoughts or tidbits do you want to share with, our listeners that, want to know something unique about Musicologie that, you're really proud of, and you really kind of hang your hat on? What final thoughts can you share with everybody?
Yeah, that's a great question. Musicologie is our passion. We are so excited to grow this business. We see such a cool opportunity, and man, it's just, we're excited to work with committed people in their communities, people who love music, who want this kind of thing in their communities and want to bring it to wherever they are. I mean, there's the opportunity is huge, and we've seen it really powerfully in the markets the 3 markets that we're already in, and we're just so excited to grow, and can't wait to partner with awesome franchisees.
Yeah,
I think
that firsthand from you guys, the passion.
Yeah, I think that's our special sauce, is that, like, this is our life's work. this is my, you know, music lessons is like, I just feel deeply that this is like what I was put on this earth for.
Yeah,
is
it's your first
for
baby.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are, you know, we're committed to all of our partners. And, you know, we know that our success is their success, is our students' success, is our teachers' success, and all down the line. And it's very important. Like every single day, we bring that, and we know that like we're gonna work our butts off to make it happen. So, and
Yeah.
we're excited to work with people who, you know, feel that same way. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
So if we have somebody that's interested in getting more information, you know, obviously they can contact Jason and myself at Road Franchise Development.
Yeah.
They can also visit musicologie.com
Yep.
for more information. We'd obviously love to get some, you know, some folks that, like Kay and Joseph said, are passionate about music. They want to get back to their community. Those are really, you know, key characteristics that, you know, we look for in a potential candidate. So
Yes.
anything else, guys?
Gosh, Ari, this was great.
Yeah, this was awesome. It was
Talk
great
all
to
the
see
time
you
about
guys.
musicology. So thanks.
Yeah,
for
we could talk. We could honestly probably talk for a couple hours about how dynamic musicology is and the passion that you guys have. So yeah, but thank you for being here. It was a pleasure to see you both. And yeah, we look forward to some future successes.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks,
sounds good.
Ari. We'll
Thanks
see
so
you
much,
next time.
Ari.
Thank you guys.